Okay, good, good. Recording in progress. Today's notes are simple. Let me just get them ready. Here, one moment, please. All right. I forget, is today class number 9? I'm not sure. Hey, Misa, is today like number 9 or
Guess what?
what's that?
I
What's
lost my 410 day Duolingo streak.
oh my God, how did you lose that?
My phone got forgotten in the car and I couldn't get it for 2 days.
No. Do you find Duolingo really helps?
No, it
Yeah,
absolutely does not. All of its lessons are AI generated, and I hate the green bird. I hate the mascot. I'm happy
yes.
it died.
The mascot died a painful death. Just kind of funny. I don't know. I found the audio quality wasn't so good, and I was studying French and Chinese using it. And there she is. Misa put the Duolingo thing behind her. Um, it was just hard to understand some of the small accent stuff that's really important in both Chinese and French. And that's, you really have to listen carefully. And the quality wasn't even MP4. It sounded like MP3, old recordings we used to download for free in the early 2000s, right? Uh, so what language are you using to study there, Kitty?
I'm studying French there
Yeah, yeah. Now, can you catch the
and
nuanced French
German.
stuff?
I I'm on the verge of quitting. I hate French so much. It's not even about Duolingo. I just genuinely hate learning French.
Do you think there's like a Vietnam heritage thing since the French were in Vietnam for
Oh,
65 years, right? Taking up space.
I
Uh,
don't know, but I really love German though.
oh, yeah. No, German's a great language. I studied that for many years. Yeah, I say go for it. Germany is so excellent. Misa has her Duolingo. Misa's like, I really like Duolingo, you guys. That's cute. Um, the the thing is, when I study world history, the French were very bad to the Vietnamese. In other countries like the British were pretty terrible too, but at least they built hospitals, dental clinics, railroad stations, post offices, schools. The French really only built schools and churches, right? It's why not more hospitals, associations to help farmers increase their farming, it was pretty bad treatment, the French. And when they left, they destroyed a lot of the Vietnamese infrastructure in 1955. I've seen pictures of it, of the French soldiers are actually killing horses that are workhorses that Vietnamese farmers could have used in the north. They were just shooting them in the head. It was evil, really bad stuff. So I'm not a big fan of French colonialism or any colonialism, actually. But let's see. Some more members joined us as we're talking history. Uh, Chow, hey Chow, you were here last night in the writing course, I believe. That's the same Chow. Let's see if. Hey Chow, how are you?
I'm great.
Good. Sorry, your audio was good last night. I was happy you could finally join us. So sometimes you said there was a Wi-Fi problem. So thank you, Chow. It's always good to hear from you. Let's ask Misa that question about her Duolingo studies. Misa, do you really like Duolingo?
No,
So you also have problems with Duolingo. Why? What's going on, Misa? My bro is singing like Sigma is the host now. How does Sigma make himself as the host? Ms. Stella. Stella, how are you?
uh, I'm good.
What do
Yeah,
you mean by that? My bro is singing like is your bro really your bro or your friend bro, Mr.
it's my brother.
It really is your brother.
Yeah, I have a brother. Why wouldn't
Oh, okay, because there's another student who has that same name.
I?
He was in last night's class, so I thought it was funny. Stella, how are you?
I'm good. Yeah. Yesterday I had like a debate batch, and
Yeah.
our team like no, I had the debate that started like 2 weeks or like 1 week ago, and
Uh-huh.
like we got into the last round yesterday, and we debated with another team, and like we won. So we got like we have free tickets, like
Mhm.
not tickets, but like free access to
Mhm.
like go to like a real debate match of like the WSC debate
Ah,
format
yeah,
because they are going to like sign it up for us. We don't have to pay anymore.
nice. Hey, Stella, are those, when you say real debate, do the rules become more serious? You have to correct your
Mostly,
language?
yeah.
Yeah, so the judges really will listen to see if kids are saying like, our team supports the motion that blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to teach these guys. As you move higher up in the debates, you have to watch the language you use, not to be sensitive about the content, which is, a good thing, but what you have to be sensitive about is the correct format, you guys. So that's why I often call on Kitty and Stella and a couple of other students to really help us with that correct format of language, you guys. I think we're weak on the negations. I wanted to cover that with you guys today. Stella and Kitty and whoever else wants to jump in, what do you think about the precise negation where you don't agree with a point and you want to make that clear? How would you go about doing that, for if you could show us for the other members? There's a temptation to say, oh, I totally disagree with that other team. What they're saying makes absolutely no sense. But you can't be really harsh like that. So, Kitty and Stella, what advice would you? Um, Kitty wrote, "I
Well,
ate glue." So,
that is a true story. Everything I put in my name is a true story.
well, I knew this nurse. Her family was Swedish, and she was into natural healing without strong medicines, which I don't know about. And I told her, as a child, my sister and I used to go out after the rain and drink rainwater out of little puddles that were kind of dirty. And she said that's because we probably had a mineral deficiency and that it was actually healthy for us to drink sort of dirty rainwater. I always thought that was an interesting response. I don't know what to make of it, right? So, hey, Tom, nice work on your audio, video recording. Hey, Lucy, good to see you. Tom and Lucy, we started today's thing with this Duolingo, and Kitty said she's tired of the French on Duolingo. Misa joined in saying, I really hate Duolingo. Do your moms and dads make you study Duolingo to learn some French or German, Lucy or Tom? Have you tried it?
I tried
Yeah.
it. But my mother banned me from doing it because
Okay, why did your mom ban you, Tom?
because it doesn't help me with anything. It just
Okay.
literally does nothing.
It was just like a
Oh
fun
my God.
game.
I hate their marketing tactics so much. They have to take
Yeah.
every single trend and make it unfunny. You're a
Yeah.
corporation, not a meme channel.
Yeah. It became that way. It used to be free, and then they realized how popular it was. And then Kitty, as soon as they realized they've got a popular app, in come the money people who are like, let's make money, right? So, for example, Amazon Prime in Japan costs 500 yen or about $3.50 a month. And I use Prime just to get stuff for cooking and stuff like that for shipped for free. And I never use Prime for music or videos. And then they just announced a couple of days ago, Prime will now start having quick advertisements like television advertisements. And I thought that's a total ripoff. People are paying money not to see television with advertisements, and they're going to put the advertisements in. And that's just so greedy. That Jeff Bezos guy of Amazon is just becoming more and more terrible. Kitty says, I killed the bid for the
No,
for the
bird, not
Can I
big.
kill the bird? Can I kill the bird?
Oh, kill
Oh
the
my
bird.
God, wait.
The
Let me turn off
Duolingo bird.
let me turn off the thingy where it makes you write Vietnamese.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, Lucy, did you say you tried Duolingo?
Yes, I study it every day.
I almost wonder if we could turn that into a debate question, Lucy. Are there advantages to using Duolingo, an online language platform? You guys could totally attack that if you want.
All of their lessons are AI generated. What do you mean?
Is it making like bad mistakes?
No, but it's just all AI. Like, I don't
Mhm.
know.
I know they should have like attractive people speak the language and you can see the mouth, right? You'd have like some attractive French man or French woman say, "Je le lou, le bleu," and then you follow the lips as carefully as you can. Hey, Lucy, it's mosquito season in Vietnam. You've got your mosquito net up. I remember last summer you had it up. So, did the temperature get to 25 degrees already in Vietnam, you guys, in Ho Chi Minh City?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. So, you guys have an early spring summer. Did the mosquitoes start, Lucy? Did they come after you and start biting you?
Yes.
Oh no, I hate mosquitoes. I really do. In Vietnam, do you have the tiger stripe mosquito of Asia that bites really hard and the itching lasts for like 3 or 4 days? Do you guys know that one?
Uh,
It
Yeah.
has a
it's only
striped
last for two
body.
to three days.
Yeah, it has a striped
What do you mean
body.
the itching lasts for 2 to 3 days?
Oh, it's
What kind of
bad.
superhuman are you? It lasts for weeks for me.
It lasts for weeks. So yeah, this is why, I don't know if you can see this. When I was in Taiwan, I got this it's Huai Loon. It's steroid cream to actually stop the itching from the Taipei mosquito bites, right? And it worked really well. You just put a little, but yeah, you're right, Kitty. They do last about a week. Yeah. What do you call the bump for a mosquito bite? Do you guys know a good English name for that? We can do like vocabulary building time, you
No.
guys. It's a great
My
word to learn for
vocabulary
all
is
of you.
nowhere near good.
Here you go. It's in the chat. Welts, Welts. Welts. Welts are
Who
when the
calls
small
it
mosquito.
welts?
Welt is when it gets really big, you guys, because you're scratching it too much.
Oh.
Or swollen. You could say swollen. Now be careful if you take an English test, you guys, it's swell. You say my mosquito bites swell up, but then you say it's swollen. So if you hear that at an English speaking test or listening test, you go, "What is swollen?" It means when the bump has swollen. So it has swollen. This one's really hard to learn. It has swollen. So if you don't know how to say it has swollen, like a lower education American would say it swelled up. That's okay, but you could say it has swollen up is better. Misa now has the full. Misa, you're so funny. She now has the full Duolingo bird that it shows up in your bad dreams of language learning, right? Okay. All right. I have a debate response here I like. Nice debate responses, you guys. I found some new debate responses from people that I normally are maybe a little bit quiet during the debate thing. And so I want to share their work because I was impressed. I was reading through these. Your debate responses were shorter, but that's okay because the content was actually really good. So I thought, okay, let's take a look here if I can find it. I have too many things on my desktop here. So I have to be careful because I used to get disconnected. Okay, here is Liam. Is Mr. Liam here? That boy who enjoys a good chat. Liam, are you here? Oh, I'm surprised. Normally I hear Liam say, "Hey, teacher." Wants to talk about all kinds of stuff. Danielle, how are you? Is Danielle there? Looking cool, Danielle.
I'm good.
All right. What are you surrounded by? Are those candy characters? What are those? Those are funny in your background.
Those are loopy.
Loopy? Now, is that used on candy boxes? Because in Japan, that looks like candy boxes. Loopy. Okay, you guys,
Can I
take a
get a
look.
bit? Can I get a
Teacher,
bit political?
Go ahead, get political, Katie.
Oh my God, I swear to God. These people who just realized that Trump is like, I don't know, an evil narcissist are so
Yes, yes.
stupid. Like
Yeah.
it's happened since 2016 or
Oh, you could
something.
see it.
It's
You could
happened
see
this already, and you've taken like what
Hey,
year
Tom,
is
wait
it?
a sec, Tom.
Like, I don't know,
Teacher.
like
Yes, Tom.
five.
you
Wait,
said
Tom.
that this is the mosquito season. No wonder
Yeah.
why they are popping in my house so rapidly. Don't even have a mosquito net.
You got to get a Lucy mosquito net. Look at Lucy. She has a
No,
deluxe
But
version.
actually, my place has almost like half of the population of mosquitoes, and
Yeah.
also they have the zebras mosquito.
See, that's it. The striped mosquito is the evil one. Hey, Kitty, you can write me a long message if you want in chat because I chose today's debate topic based on what you are discussing. It's totally fine with me, Kitty.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
There's a famous New York journalist named Ann Leibovitz. I think that's her name. She's a photographer or journalist. I always confuse these two New York women. They have these really strong New York faces, and now they're like 70 years old. There was Annie Leibovitz and then another one, but she was on a talk show. She looks like she smokes. Her face just looks like a smoker's face. She has these strong glasses. She's a very cool woman. I like this Annie Leibovitz. She said, I feel sorry for the rest of America. She said, we've known Trump has been, and she put an evil word in there. We've known about Trump since the late 1970s. What a beep he is, right? She said, now the rest of America is only now finding out, right? Because Trump used to do horrible stuff, Kitty, in New York. He loved putting his name in the newspaper, and he is an evil narcissist. And so that's what I base today's debate topic on, because you guys always impress me. Hey, Tom, I would show your full debate response. It's really wonderful. But can you do me a favor, Tom? Can you read Liam's response? Because I don't see Liam here today. And little Liam, I call him little Liam because he is quite entertaining. Little Liam did a pretty good job on this debate. I was surprised. So, Tom, can you read this for us? I'll put it up on the share screen. Is that okay?
Okay.
Here we go, Mr. Liam.
Even if nobody is watching, I believe that we should still do the right things for a couple of reasons. Firstly, it is important to do good things no matter what. That is something natural. For example, I am willing to help others even if I don't receive any thank you from them. Secondly, people doing the right can make a good society where people can trust each other. Or thirdly, if we want to receive the good things, start doing the good thing first. At the
Nice
first
work.
place.
Yeah, in the first place. I really like this. I thought this trust is so important in a modern society. There was a writer called James Covey, I think his name. He wrote a book. Do you guys know this book called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People? And one of them is there are cultures where there is high trust. If you have high trust in your society, you can get things done. So that's what Liam is talking about here. People can trust each other. If you don't have the trust, if the trust breaks down, then your society starts to have problems. And so, Kitty, that brings us back to Donald Trump. He's breaking the trust all over the world. And that's why he's a bad leader for America. I don't mind getting political at all about that. He can't be trusted. Hey, Ketchup is here. And Ken, you're here too. Hey, Ken, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Ken, can I show your debate response? Because you also did a nice debate response. Mr. Ken. Ken, let me look in my folder. Because you wrote and I think you also spoke your response. I'm going to try not to do the spoken debate responses, you guys, because when I do that, it knocks me out of Zalo or Yalo, as you guys call it. Debate, speech, check. I don't know who these are, though. Ken, I didn't put your name on it. All right. Well, we'll have to find it a little bit later. Okay, so I want to jump into this topic. When you talk about creating trust amongst people in a city or between countries, it's really important to do acts of goodwill. So I was looking at this and you guys will probably, I know you already have really good geography skills. So let's see, Ken, can you read
My
this?
geography is bad.
Oh, it is. Well, we got a map to help you here. Hey, Ken, can you read this debate question?
The great question for today. What's the best way for a country to help its neighbors? For example, Vietnam's neighbors are Laos, Cambodia, and China. How does Vietnam maintain good relations with these neighboring countries? If you are not sure, can you give some examples of what is called goodwill?
Yeah, goodwill, doing good things for your neighbors. That's one idea. So do you call it Cambodia or do you call it Kampuchea? Which name do you use? You say
Cambodia.
Cambodia.
I call it
Cambodia.
Kampuchea when I'm using Vietnamese, and I call it Cambodia when I'm using English.
Yeah, because the Japanese call it Kampuchea. They don't really say Cambodia, they say Kampuchea. Quick question, has anyone been to Kampuchea?
I don't like it. I
I've been to
don't
the
like
border
how
before. I've been
I
like to the border.
Yeah, the border.
I don't like it. I
Stella,
hate
why don't you like it?
there's a lot of like poor people there and like many people as
Mm.
I heard, okay?
Yeah.
They say that like my mom said that she doesn't like Cambodia because many people are poor and like
Yeah.
they fight for food, they fight for drinks, and also many people were sold to be slaves or whatever in Cambodia, so I don't like it.
Yeah, it has a lot of problems. It's part of the Mekong system. So if we're talking about good relations, do you know when countries share really important rivers like this, it's called, let me put the term here in the notes, it's called shared water resources. And this is when you share really important things like rivers, and they have to be managed with cooperation, right? So for example, let's say Cambodia wants to build an electric dam here on the Mekong. This is going to affect Vietnam's whole area here for fresh water for farmers. So Vietnam and Cambodia and Laos have to have discussions about building a dam. They say, well, what is the environmental impact on farmers all along the Mekong Delta, right? So they have to have discussions, and having discussions is better than fighting, you guys. It maintains good relations, right? If a country like takes over a river and builds a dam, oh, that's going to cause a war between nations, right? So the idea is to create good relations. What do you guys think?
Check your chat.
Oh, the chat. Okay, let's see what you got, Kitty. Let's see. Nice. And I don't mind. It's good you wrote a long response. Yes, con man. Yes, definitely con man, Miss Kitty. This is true. And how Americans, elected him. 77 million people thought that this was a good thing to do. And now even the people who voted for him, Kitty, are now realizing, these people aren't very well educated, Kitty. They're now realizing that his policies directly affect them. Do you want an example of this?
How self-centered can you actually be?
Farmers in the red states of Kansas and Nebraska grow a lot of America wheat.
No. It's not even like it's not even forgivable. Like he actually said his plans out front. They heard that, and
Yeah.
they still voted for Trump.
Yeah, they're voting for hatred.
I can't
Yeah.
anymore.
Sure, they're voting for hatred and intolerance. That's what makes it pure fascism. So Kansas and Nebraska, you guys, they grow the wheat to make bread, but they also donate, I mean, seriously, like millions of tons of wheat go to US aid that then is shipped all around the world to help people who are really hungry. And they just cut out all of this aid. It's all gone. And so now the farmers in Nebraska have no one to sell their wheat to because the US government isn't buying it. So it's a pretty terrible. So those are the people who voted for Trump, and now it's like they just got punished. So that's one of the things I'm talking about. Kitty is talking about just intolerance or hatred of other people, right? It means when you don't like another group of people, actually you hate them. And so that's,
I mean, it's usually that's a bad thing, but this is kind of justified.
Now, you guys, listen, we talked about Cambodia. How are relations with Laos here? What do you think of that? Stella, do you have any impressions about Laos?
No.
All right. Is it just
I don't even like, I just study about I didn't like get to study in my geography yet, so
Yeah.
I don't actually understand how it's a relationship with the Laos ones.
Okay, now let me ask this one to Ken and Tom and Danielle and Misa. You guys, this city here, Vientiane, why is this famous? Vientiane, I don't know how to pronounce it. It's this city in Laos. Why is this important, you guys?
Maybe because this is the capital or something
It's
else.
the capital of Laos, yeah. Capital of Laos. But this whole area here is really important in history because Thailand goes through Vientiane, Laos, and Vietnam and Cambodia. This is a major trading city. So in geography, you hear about trading cities. So that city is really important for trade between all the Southeast Asian countries. Okay. Let me ask Mr. Tom. Tom, you always have a good reaction to things. Hey, Tom, what can you do to create goodwill between countries?
I think that to make a goodwill, we should at least offer them some of our supplies, in their own offers, in the other countries' own offers, and we might be able to make a relationship between them.
Nice. And would it be rice, Tom? Or
Like, for example, if Vietnam shared some of its ideas, maybe it might be able to do something.
oh, nice, yeah.
And then the other country that he's helping, it could also will be helped, and then they will offer her Vietnam some of its own ideas.
So Vietnam has a lot of famous universities where the students study engineering, and Tom said it's important to share ideas too. Do you think the Vietnamese engineers are helping with the Mekong water? Building electric power things for Cambodia, windmills, also solar collection to create alternative energy. Has anyone read about that? So they don't use CO2 because on the Mekong, it's water power, or it's a windmill, or it's solar power. Have you guys heard of anything like that? Let's see. Ketchup, how are you, Ketchup? Ms. Ketchup, are you adjusting your lens, Ketchup?
On a trip.
Are you okay? Oh, you're on a trip. Where are you going, Ketchup?
I'm going to the beach.
Oh, very cool. What beach are you going to? So we have, I'm looking at the Vietnam map. Can you guys tell me some famous beaches?
Nha Trang one.
Yeah, Nha Trang. That's where.
I'm supposed to be Vietnamese. I'm supposed to know these things. I barely know.
Because you're in
anything,
Canada now,
actually.
right? You're in British Columbia now, Kitty?
Oh my God, the entire Vietnamese country to me is just Ho Chi Minh
Yeah.
and Hanoi. That's it for me. That
I'm laughing.
Listen,
It's really funny.
I know there's a stereotype about Americans being like really bad at geography, but I think that should also apply to me as well.
So Stella lives here in Nha Trang. That's the beautiful beaches. Hey, you guys, Vietnam has all these beaches. What is the government doing that's creating good money for Vietnam? Do you guys know?
No.
Danielle, what is Vietnam doing? And Stella could probably answer this. What do you think?
Answer no.
They're developing. What are they developing all along this coast?
Oh my God. I never studied geography.
It's really important, you guys.
I just study so that I could have good point. Nobody. Like I could have a good grade to go up the next grade. And I almost forgot everything.
Oh, you gotta study geography. So I know this because I was teaching students with NCSN. Misa is laughing. Hey, Misa, are you listening to some cool music? Misa's kind of grooving to some music. Misa, and Ketchup and Danielle, Ken, have you guys been to these famous beaches in Vietnam?
I have gone to Nha Trang Beach.
Okay, what's your impression of Nha Trang? Now remember, this is Stella's hometown, so we have to be nice.
Oh, it's very beautiful, and it's completely different from my province beach. My province beach is in Do Sơn, and it's basically like a ton of dirt and salt water.
Oh my gosh, where is Do Sun? Here's Nha Trang.
Do Sơn is in Hải Phòng.
Oh, Hải Phòng.
It is full of trash. And
no, it's not full of trash. I think my friend lives in Hải Phòng, and she said there are those what are the red flowers ones? I don't remember its English name, but it's not everywhere has trash. Plus the seafood is good. And I was looking forward to go to Hải Phòng this summer, but you just make me feel a bit unsure.
Hey, Stella, where is Hải Phòng?
It's kind of up.
Go north.
I don't know. It's somewhere up.
Hey,
Where
Tom,
is
help
it?
us with
Oh,
the geography.
here. Next. Next to Hanoi. It's
Okay.
almost
Oh,
Hanoi.
it's far north. Yeah, Haiphong is up there. Oh, okay. So that's what. Who was saying that Haiphong is up there? It has a lot of garbage on the beach.
Oh yes,
Oh,
it's me. But only in Dosan and the other place is pretty beautiful.
Yeah, pretty good. That's Dot, right? Who's talking?
No, it's me, Ming.
Oh, Ming. Okay, sorry, Ming. So Haiphong, it just feels too industrial, right? Too much development.
Yeah, it is.
Do you guys? I always ask my Vietnamese students this question. Do you know when the American soldiers were here in the South, they had a favorite beach to go to? They called it China Beach. Have you guys ever heard that name, China Beach? They don't even use that. It was 60 years ago.
Yeah.
So listen, here's what I want to do, you guys. Let's find out, where was this mysterious China Beach? I'm going to use ChatGPT to help us, okay? So you guys, let's finally figure out the mystery of where was China Beach. This is where these American guys would go to drink beer and go surfing, right? So it's part of the bad war history, but where was, and why they called it China Beach, I don't know. During the Vietnam War is what the Americans call it, but Vietnam calls it the War for Reunification, which is fine with me. I don't mind that. Okay, guys, can you read it? Let's see, Mr. There you guys go. How cool is that? Stella, do you want to read it?
Of course, during the Vietnam War, China Beach referred to the stretch of coastline near Da Nang, Vietnam. It was used as a rest and recreation R&R area for U.S. troops. The beach, known locally as MK Beach or Non-Nuke Beach, I don't know what is that beach that I read randomly, is located on the central coast of Vietnam along the South China Sea. China Beach became famous for its white sand and proximity to the Da Nang Air Base, one of the largest U.S. military installations during the war. It was a place where American soldiers could take short breaks from combat zones, swim, surf, and relax. Today, the area is a popular tourist destination with luxury resources and hotels, but it carries historical significance from the war area.
Yeah, a lot of the old Vietnam soldiers who are now 75 years old, they all remember Da Nang Air Base. It was a scene of intense activity. Hey, Tom, do you see this? Do you know how to say this in Vietnamese? The My Ke Beach? How do you say that?
My Ke.
Say that it's like something on the beaches, and I think I never know what this thing is like, but I just guess. I'm just guessing whatever it is, and I seriously don't know what it is.
I know it's like it's some type of beach. I know it already because like I studied.
Yeah.
But the one I don't understand is the second one. Not Nuke Beach.
Non-Nuke Beach. Hey, Lucy, are you there? Lucy's kind of quiet. Hey, Lucy, how are you?
Yes, I'm here.
Lucy, do you know Da Nang in Vietnam?
Yeah.
Okay, do you know how to say these names? My Ke Beach or Non-Nuke Beach? How do you say that?
Maybe he died.
BK beach are not Nuke Beach.
Are those still famous beaches, you guys?
I don't know.
I don't know. All right.
I don't think so.
Do you know where those beaches are? Let's check our geography. So almost this debate. Here's a great debate question, you guys. Should kids study geography more with more energy?
No,
Right?
I don't like it.
I agree with it, but no, I hate it.
You guys, why do you hate it so much? Here's a great debate question.
Oh my god!
Because we need to study about like
type
of things.
I actually fell asleep. I fell asleep.
What?
I fell asleep in class.
Why we hate geography? Who was that? Dot, or was that there was another student? Min, did you say why we hate? Tell me one more time, Min.
So first, I think that the teacher didn't give students enough interest in geography.
Yeah.
Now all I can do is just come
Very
along with
boring. That's all.
And I think the teacher, they just straight up teach about like where's the mountain and what's the type of mountain, and they didn't say anything that
Oh
really
my gosh.
interesting.
Boring.
Yeah.
That's
Hey, that's
like-
interesting, man.
And then like they made us and like the whole class to study one paragraph that is so long, which they say is very short and easy to remember.
Hmm.
And then, like they only gave us like 5 minutes to study that thing, and like it was so bad. The whole class didn't understand. Only a few person did because like they were smart enough. They like geography, but like mostly the whole class don't understand. And like the teacher must give us more time. So like but in total I don't remember it anymore because too
Ah, yeah. That's true, Stella. When you learn what's called a short burst style of learning, the students don't retain the knowledge. Retain means remember. Now, this is interesting because, Tom, I hear your debate responses. You are like the vocabulary genius guy, right? Tom, your vocabulary is wonderful. For example, he used disadvantages, right? And that he didn't even read that, you guys. He was just from his brain. He just said, there are several disadvantages. Tom, do you remember that in your debate response? I have to say I was impressed because it's called internalized education. Tom just had that vocabulary available to him. And it's excellent during a debate skill because you could say there are advantages and disadvantages to this, you know. Okay, so interesting. When you do geography, it can be done so much better than just memorizing facts, you guys, because I'm interested. I love to drink coffee, and I know that Vietnam and Brazil and Colombia are the 3 countries competing to produce the most coffee in the world and sell it at a good price because coffee prices are so expensive right now. And I know the Central Highlands here in Vietnam are the home of Vietnamese coffee plantations. So you would have to know that from geography. It's sad that your teachers aren't making you guys interested in that, right? I don't know how to make it more interesting. Let's ask Danielle. Hey, Danielle.
Yes.
Is geography interesting to you?
I don't really know.
You know, like look at a map and be able, like you could look at the seacoast and say this is where Vietnam's fish and seafood come from, but the Central Highlands are coffee. The Mekong Delta is really important for rice farm, for making all the rice for Vietnam. But then Danielle, with geography, you could ask the question, if you're in the Hanoi area, north here, but South China, does anyone know, is this more rice or is this more wheat growing for the farmers? Does anyone know that question? Ha ha ha. So you don't know your geography. Okay, can I do ChatGPT one more time? And I promise we'll get to it.
I don't like it. Why do you like? Why?
Well, Stella, the
I
only
don't like
question is,
I don't like ChatGPT. I never use AI much
yeah,
because my mom said that like using
It's
too much
evil.
AI lazy. Yeah.
we could actually ask that. Do you think these AI things are good? You guys, just this quick question. I'll show it to you what I'm going to do here. Are you guys ready for it? We'll use the ChatGPT. Just a quick question, you guys. And you can see the screen, right? It's so the question is, does Vietnam have any wheat or barley growing regions? Barley is like a coarser wheat. Does Vietnam have any wheat or barley? Oh, hey, there's a cool response. Let's ask Ken. Ken needs a chance to speak. Hey, Ken, what do you think? Can you read this one?
Okay. Vietnam does grow some wheat or barley, but production is very limited due to the country's tropical and subtropical climate, which is not ideal for these crops. Most of the wheat and barley consumed in Vietnam is imported. However, there are a few regions where these giants grains are cultivated on
Yes.
a small scale. With northern highlands, Lakai, Songla, some experimental wheat farming has taken place in cooler, high altitude areas, but Vietnam lacks large-scale wheat production due to the short and warm winter season. Central Highland, Lâm Đồng, Đắk Lắk. There have been some attempts to grow wheat in the cooler parts of the province, but yields are low compared to major wheat growing countries.
Mm.
Barley, northern Vietnam, Lào Cai, Hà Giang, some small-scale barley farming occurs in the highlands primarily for animal feed or brewing purpose.
Mm.
Central Highlands, limited barley cultivation happens here, but it is not a major crop.
Yeah, barley is used to make beer. So I think there's a famous Vietnamese beer and for feeding to animals. So barley is much stronger than wheat. Now, this could bring us to an interesting debate question, you guys. If they're going to try to grow more wheat and barley in Vietnam, and I'll go back to my teaching notes here. Here's a great question. Are you guys ready for it? And Kitty, you probably know this one. Are you still with us, Kitty?
Yeah. Why not? Why wouldn't I be?
Because you were quiet. I was waiting for a response.
No, I'm just observing everything. What the hell?
Okay. I'm just assuming. I'm sorry. Should farmers use GMO, genetically modified, what is it? Organism? GMO.
I don't know, just science stuff.
Yeah.
Yes. It's unethical, but yeah.
Kitty,
I mean,
what-
I've never heard of a case of like, I don't know, GMOs altering your DNA and stuff.
yeah.
I don't think there's any evidence that GMOs are actually bad. I think it's all just like those hippie people who are like, "Oh my God, it's full of chemicals. It's full of
Yeah.
chemicals. Define chemicals. You are made of chemicals. Your body is made of chemicals. Like medicine is chemicals."
Do you guys understand that GMO?
No, what is GMO?
It's when they go in and they change the genetic structure of the organism so that, for example, you can grow wheat grain to make bread and cakes. You can grow that in a warmer climate like Vietnam because the wheat is changed so it can actually grow in hotter and wetter climates. And then you eat it and it goes into your body. And there are these people saying it's not good for your body. You're going to cause medical problems. But Kitty's argument is we've already been hit with so many chemicals and plastics in our food that what difference is it going to make? Which is actually a pretty interesting argument, Kitty. So does everyone understand GMO? Because this is a big debate question. When I did the debate groups in my science class in Taiwan, they were really debating this GMO one because did you know potato chip companies use genetically modified potatoes to make better potatoes? So in Japan, they banned Pringles for a while. Do you guys know Pringles? Potato chips. They're those canned potato chips because they use GMOs and the Japanese didn't think that was healthy. So do you guys know about that?
I have ate them before.
Yeah, they're delicious, right? Pringles.
They're
Did you
very
like them, Min?
It is pretty delicious. But
Yeah,
I rarely
that's
eat it.
fun. Yeah, let me guys show you. If you see this can, maybe you know because I think they grow the Pringles and make them for Southeast Asia in Australia because they have a lot of potatoes there. So when you guys see this can, you'll probably know it right away. It's the famous man with the mustache, but they do use genetically modified potatoes. Do you guys know this one?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Have you guys
Hey.
eaten them?
I think we all eat them because it's so many
Yeah.
in supermarkets.
Do you think it's too salty? Because some people say it's just too much salt.
I think
It's many like even these sprinklers. I heard like some people are like no, some of the people it isn't like made from 100% potato.
That's true.
So many people are saying that they cannot tell like they could not call themselves a potato chips or
Yeah.
crisps.
too
They
much
must only
salt
say
is
it's
not
chips.
a too much salt is not a matter with me.
Yeah. So do you see this as they're changing the potatoes? This is how it's done, you guys. Genetically modifying corn, wheat, potatoes. Is this healthy? I don't know. Let's see what we have there. These little people are all working on a big potato. Okay. Now, these images are a little bit too crazy, right? Do you see our GMO potato safe? A bioengineer reveals the truth. So you have your mother potato, you change the genes, and you get these Burbank potatoes that are healthier and easier to grow. So they're changing the genetic structure of your potatoes. Hey, Tom, when you look at this chart, does it make sense to you now?
It makes sense to me that how bad the crops can be modified. But if it was traditional breeding, it will not damage much, and some of them have gone up to the gene editing, which means it takes a lot of time and may even lead to certain extinction of plants.
Oh,
Because
very good. Yeah, Tom, you know that one. Yeah.
as gene editing
Yeah.
can also cause harmful things
Yeah.
to go, and also plants cannot just evolve easily.
Nice, nice.
That's not
Hey,
easy.
you guys, do you know this one here, the green one? Why is this one important in the middle? RNA interference. Why is that affecting us all, you guys? I bet Kitty and Stella know this. Do you guys know this? Tom, Daniela, you'd probably know this. Why is RNA manipulation really a big topic right now? Hint, what was RNA
To
sequence
be honest, I don't
changing?
even know.
Do you guys know?
I
I'll give
think
you a
I
hint.
learned it before.
We
Yes.
all received it in our arm about 5 years ago.
Vệ tinh môn quân thể hiện cái mặt của con này.
Do you guys know?
Yeah, I know it.
Okay,
No.
what is RNA? What was it used
RNA
for?
is a type of DNA.
Yeah,
I
and why
also
was it
believe
used? Why did we all receive it 4 years ago, you guys?
I think they just newly discovered.
It was worked on in the 1990s. So for about 35 years, there's been research, but they used it during the corona. This is what the corona vaccine is made from, you guys. It's changing the RNA so your body recognizes this terrible virus. So you guys, if you got the corona vaccine, I got it 4 times, you guys received the RNA interference, right? So that's how they did it. It was a new technique. That's why. Yeah, that's why people are really, a lot of people got really worried about that vaccine because they said it's so new, but actually the research has been going on since the early 1990s. So the argument that it's brand new, it's not true. They had most of the RNA thing worked
It's not
out.
brand new. You're just ignorant, and it's
Exactly.
just popped up.
You see, and misinformation, you guys, right? Which brings us to a pretty good debate topic, everyone. I keep throwing topics at you, but I think I'm focusing in on one that I really like here. What Kitty just said, because people are listening, they're foolish. They're listening to like dumb stuff, right? Would you like to?
GMOs.
Well, we have GMOs. How about okay, what do you think of this? Stella, do you see this here? Is Stella there?
Yeah, sorry.
Stella, would you like to talk about bad information or disinformation?
I let me see what you like to debate about bad information on the internet, fake story, crazy story. Things that, yeah, it's
Yeah.
okay.
Can you think of an example? Like I know vaccines is one.
There are some fake pages,
Hmm.
like English competitions. Like there was a very popular one at the like another fake page. They
Yeah.
made one fake page and then like they made it onto Facebook and
Hmm.
then, like the people thought it was real and then like they sent money to that page to join
Yeah.
the competition, but
Yeah.
like they just got scammed because that is not the real site.
Ah, okay. Does anyone else know some stories?
Wait, that. Wait, hold on. I
Okay.
think there was like a rumor where each year someone swallows 8 spiders in their sleep. Apparently, it was like a rumor spread on the internet just to like test. It was like a fake rumor to because some like researchers wanted to know how fast fake, like I don't know, fake information spreads around.
Oh my gosh, this is really interesting because Kitty, when I was a boy, 12 years old, there was this Bubblicious bubble gum, and it was really delicious. Our friends liked it. It didn't have a hard shell, it was all soft shell, you guys. And I'll show you what it looked like. And then all these little kids began saying there were spider eggs in Bubblicious bubble gum, especially like the watermelon. This is when we were kids, we thought this was so great. You could chew this soft bubble gum. And then these bad people began to say, oh, yeah, it's soft because they put spider eggs in it to make it soft. And the company that makes Bubblicious had to put newspaper advertisements that said, some bad people are telling you stuff about our bubble gum that isn't true.
Who is
So-
believing this?
Little kids all
That sounds
believe
like the
it, Kitty.
fakest thing I've ever heard. Oh my God.
It's crazy. And then the sales of Bubblicious crashed. It was this really popular bubble gum. I love
my
the
God.
watermelon. And they said, oh, there are spider eggs in here that make the gum
Ooh,
soft.
spider eggs.
It's a
Oh.
crazy story, you guys. It's so
I
gross.
mean, if it tasted good, I'll still eat it. Spider eggs and
That's
all.
right. Hey, spider eggs might be healthy, Kitty. Okay. Look at all these flavors too, you guys. Watermelon, strawberry, parade punch, gonzo grape. They had fun flavors, which makes kids want to chew them, right? A lot of research goes into this, by the way. You know, did you guys ever hear about the research for food like this? They send out an advertisements to mothers and fathers, and they said, could your kid take part in a research project? Now, Stella was saying that the one on Facebook was fake. It was a scam to steal money about a fake competition in English or something.
One time my mother asked for a spot to go to the camping trip for a camping trip, and then suddenly she got scammed and lost all of her money.
Wow, yeah, I got scammed on Legos, Tom. There was a bad company in China selling cheap Legos, Star Wars Legos, and I wanted to buy a set for a really cheap price, like 70% off, and it was a total lie. So I reported this company to the Legos International headquarters in Denmark, and they said, oh, this is really bad. Where did you see this advertisement? I said, on Facebook, like Stella said. I really have problems with Facebook, you guys. They don't have people checking that stuff. It's Facebook has a lot of problems with allowing dishonest people to put advertisements on it like that. So yeah, I was scammed too, Tom. Tell your mom, teacher Brennan was scammed too from a fake advertisement. So Tom, the thing I was going to say about these flavors, these companies will invite children to chew the gum and give it like 5 stars, 4 stars, 3 stars, but they also film the faces secretly. They tell the moms and dads, we are going to have a secret camera watching your kid's face. And they look at the kids to see if like they think it's really disgusting or if it's so-so or if they really like it. They can actually analyze the face using AI, because it could be that there are like 10 children in a room and then one kid says, oh, I love this watermelon wave. And then all the other kids really hate it, but they listen to that one kid only, and it's not a true not a true research project, right? Because that one kid is influencing all the others. So they analyze the face using AI to see that the kids really do like the bubble gum. So that's kind of crazy. Okay,
I think
so
it's called like the placebo effect. I think it's basically like trying to fit in. I think I don't
trying
know.
to fit in. Yeah, it's because it happens, you know, like there's some kid and the other kids in the room think he's really cool. And I'm not going to say
And they
that.
want to like him. I'm not sure if it's called the placebo effect or something. Could you like search it up for me?
Yeah, placebo. Well, placebo effect is, Kitty, that is when you give real medicine and you give fake medicine. And then you ask the people, you examine them with doctors to see if there has been an effect. And the placebo effect, the people say, oh, I'm getting so much better, but they've just been given sugar and powder and they're testing it against the real medicine. And then they do the blood tests and the breathing tests. And they say,
Oh, this is unfortunate.
I think it's the internet connection problem.
I think is internet.
I think Mr. Brandon will return in probably a few seconds later. I don't know.
hello, everyone. Sorry about that. I got knocked out of Zoom. I was trying to find the placebo effect for Kitty and it disconnected me. Sorry about that. Stella, are you still there?
Hola.
Stella, would you like to do a chat group for 10 minutes to talk
I
about
don't want 10 minutes. I'm doing math
5
problems.
minutes? I'm doing math problems. But Stella, you're supposed to be my helper.
Yes, I'm doing like I am doing the same time because like I have so much homework I forgot to do. So
all right.
like I did the same time. So but like it was very hot. So and
Okay.
like if I let it later, I couldn't do anything. So but yeah, I could do like a breakout room.
Okay. So let's just do a quick breakout room, you guys, for like 5 or 10 minutes. Can you guys give examples where you have seen bad stuff on the internet that isn't true? All you have to do is discuss that, and then we'll create a homework question about that, right? Probably should platforms like Facebook and Instagram and TikTok, should they try to stop the scammers better? Because they're not doing a very good job of it. They're actually kind of terrible at it, right? So Stella, do you want to create the breakout room? Because I lost my
Yes,
access.
so
Teacher,
Yeah.
is the team about the fake information on internet?
Yeah. Hey, why is chat disabled, you guys? This is great. Chow, you're absolutely right, but I want my chat is disabled. Hey, what's going on?
I forgot to give you co-host. That's why.
Oh, Stella, give me co-host. I'll be so powerless without
Okay.
it. Thanks, Stella. So, Chow, here's your question. Yeah. Can you name different kinds of scams, is what Stella called scams, or bad actors who are lying on the internet to steal information or money from people? So this is just the research part we can do in the breakout rooms, right, you guys? And then we'll do the formal homework question. It's just a response, you know, of one paragraph or something. You've been doing great jobs on your homework, by the way. You get
I
right
saw
to
someone fake their cancer once
oh my God, Kitty, I'm going to put that in chat.
for
I'm just kinda
clout.
shocked. someone faked their cancer. What? That's awful. When did that happen?
Oh my God. Like,
Basically, I don't know. I don't remember, but I heard that somewhere. I even saw their like YouTube video on it.
Yeah.
It was really weird.
Were they trying to get money?
No, they were just trying to get like forgiveness from other people because they did something
Oh.
really bad. Like I don't know, they started like they made animations killing Muslim people.
Oh,
I
they
think
tied it to
I
that.
kind of know that person.
Hmm. Yeah, I had a really
yeah.
weird person do that to you guys in November. This guy pretended he was a famous singer, and I thought, oh, this idol guy wants to send me a message, and I could talk to him. And it was a total imposter, right? It was a fake guy. It got me really
Imposter.
angry. Imposter is when you fake who you are. You fake who you are, pretending to be famous. And you're not. And they do that on Facebook a lot to try to get money from people. So be careful if you're on social media and someone says, I'm a famous singer, don't
Like
believe them.
no. There's a lot of people on Instagram that like make an account. Like there's millions of accounts that the same name of a YouTuber, and then like
Yeah.
they will make it, and then they will go to YouTube shop, like, and then like they take some random photos and they
Uh-huh.
put it as theirs, and
Yes.
they said, "Oh, I'm the real one. You must believe me."
Yeah. So the guy who faked to be this singer I know called Frank Black, he didn't even want money. He just thought it was cool that people would believe him doing that. And that was so weird, you guys. So this is actually a pretty hot topic because Facebook put a message out. Please be careful if anyone says they're famous when you
It's my Wi-Fi.
Guys, I think we should check on his Wi-Fi router.
Or he just accidentally log out of Zoom.
Wait, where's teacher? Oh, here. Teacher, why did you keep logging in and logging out?
something's wrong.
No.
We got a new Wi-Fi box and it's having problems. This happened last week. It was really embarrassing. So yeah, sorry about
Laughing.
that, Stella. We got this new box because the old one wasn't working, and now the new box is making the same mistakes. It's really frustrating. All right, so let me just check the time, you guys. We have about 5 minutes, right? Do you want to just continue to put examples in the chat box of internet scams? Does everyone understand that word scams?
Yes.
Yes.
Definitely.
Because they use that in Vietnam, right? Scams.
There's so
Yeah.
many scams.
So many scams. Okay, let me see. Stop that share. I can't find my original notes though. Okay, here we are. Debate topic. Okay, so we're still oh my gosh, this is terrible, you guys. It's doing something really weird with now I see what the problem is. It's doing weird things with my share screen. That's what's going on. Okay, so I'm gonna stay here. I won't do the debate notes. Let me see if I can use chat. Stella, can I use the chat? Is it okay to do the chat box? Yeah. Okay, here's a chat, you guys. Internet scams. How can we make a question about this? You guys help me with this debate question.
Wait a minute. Okay, so internet scams. Hold
Yeah.
on.
Kitty, you might laugh at this.
I laugh at anything. That's a low bar.
Really? So
There it is.
So you saying that you laugh at anything?
Well, not a terrible accident, where someone dies.
I laugh at I laugh at babies crying. Hi.
Teacher,
I'm definitely normal.
I am actually really surprised that one of my friends' grandparents died.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's his grandpa, and he died with something really amazing. Not to be happened. He
Huh.
jumped from the 4th story down because
Oh,
he hated
That's
life.
called suicide, I think.
yeah.
He hated
Suicide.
life so much that he jumped down on the 4th story by himself.
It's really sad, Tom. How old was
That's
the
called
man?
suicide, and
I think it was like
yeah.
more than 70.
Well, Tom, now see, this is interesting. Did you know that suicide jumps, I think it's by 25% of American men over age 70 try or succeed in suicide. There's just this really high thing. Suicide, if I can spell right. So it's really strange, Tom. In America, that's a real problem with men who are over 70 in America. And I'm not sure if it's because they have an illness like cancer, but a lot of American men over age 70 do suicide, or what Kitty's teaching you that word, killing themselves, Tom. It's kind of a serious topic. We could actually talk about that. I'm reading what Kitty said. I saw a scam where some parents use a video loop of them begging for money in front of their dying child. Oh my gosh. Kitty, I hate to ask the question. Did that come from like China or something?
No, India, actually.
Yeah, India. Some of those cultures, they do weird stuff. Like in China,
Yeah.
people were throwing themselves down in front of trucks that were leaving parking lots and saying the truck ran them over. And when you look at the CCTV camera from the guardman's box, the security box, it's so clear that they put themselves in front of a truck that was moving very slowly and pretend that the truck was crushing them to get money from the truck company. So that's a total
Yeah,
scam.
people will do anything for money.
Total scams. All right. Yeah, because it's so desperate. All right, so we have to make a question. Stella, can you help us with the question about scams? Because I know you got excited about this too. Danielle, of course, you can help. Ken, Min, you're doing a great job today. Lucy, can you guys think of any question we can make about these internet scams? That would be a good. Chow is here. Ken is here. Ketchup also. Kitty and Nya. Nya is here. Hey, Nya, how are you? This is.
Should internet scams be illegal? Like, I don't know, like,
Hey,
I feel like they get away too, like, scot-free. Like, I mean,
Yes.
some scams are illegal, but like not all scams. Why should only some scams be illegal?
Hmm.
Like, I actually hate misinformation because I can't find a really trustful source.
Hmm.
I hate that.
So do you see this one here, Min? I put a lot of scammers, what Kitty was saying, they get away free. She used the term scot-free, which is an old expression that's kind of funny. How can we crack down? It means how can we stop this more? You know, how do you stop scammers? Because they really do cause damage to people.
Well,
Scammers should be punished more severely. Feed them to the homeless. Two birds with one stone.
But how can you define the fact that who is a scammer?
I
The
think
way
there's
the
a customer report.
I don't know. You find out.
That's not really the case, since scammers are very smart.
Oh my god! You find out when you're scammed. You find out they're a scammer when you get scammed.
You feel the
That's the
sting.
The
problem.
point. You can't.
We don't know where they are. That's the
Oh
problem.
my god! They're everyone. They're everywhere on the internet. They're everywhere on the internet.
Min, good report. Base it on Consumer Reports. But Min, what I found with Facebook, no response whatsoever when I got scammed on Legos to make a Star Wars toy. It was for a sick boy. I felt really bad for him, and to cheer him up, I wanted to buy him these Legos, but I didn't have much money during the Corona pandemic. And so I sent $75 to this company in China. I totally got scammed. I was actually really angry. So I contacted Facebook and also Lego company. Lego was much better. They said, we want to know about this scam. Send us everything you know about it. And so I provided them with as much information as I could because they were really angry too. They wanted to stop it. So Min said, base it on consumer complaints. Yeah, if enough consumers complain. It's a good thing. Hey, Danielle, are you ready to go? It's fine with me. I'm keeping you guys here about 5 minutes too late. So shall I put the question in Zalo? Do you guys like that one? How do we punish scammers, or should scammers be punished better? What do you think? It's a good debate question. Like, how severe should the punishment be? Kitty said, feed them to poor people. You solve 2 problems. Laughing. Kitty, that's actually really funny. But then Kitty says, I'm serious, Brendan. All right.
I'm serious.
Kitty, it's funny. There was a science fiction book that became a movie in the 1960s called Soylent Green. Do you know that story?
Wait, no. I heard about Soylent. I heard about that
You guys,
already.
Soylent Green is so gross. So sorry if this is shocking, because some of you guys are still so young. But the story is that the earth becomes so overpopulated with people, there isn't enough food. So they offer the people the chance, if you want to die, they will give you a peaceful death and you will see paradise. But what they really do, the evil company turns your body into green crackers that other people can eat. So humans are eating other humans and they don't know it. That's what Soylent Green. And they dye the cracker green and say it's from ocean plants, but it's not. It's just fake chemical
Soylent
dye.
Green, Soylent
Well,
Red,
that's
Soylent
brutal.
Yellow. I think.
Yeah,
Have
have you guys heard that story? It's a famous sci-fi story. It's horrible, right? Min, base it on consumer complaints. Yeah, Min, I think you're right. Okay, so I'll try to get, I'm still forming this question. It's a little bit fuzzy still. Like, because as a debate question, how badly should someone be punished, right? It sounds a little, do you know this expression, you guys, wonky? Here's a great one to learn. Hey, Kitty, have you learned wonky? Wonky
Oh,
means
wonky. Yeah, I know that word.
British, meaning not quite developed too well, not strong enough, right? Wonky. So that debate question still a little bit wonky in my mind, right? You guys, I'll put the debate question in about 5 or 10 minutes. I have to go do some thing, and then I will come back, and I promise in Zalo, I will put a good form debate question. So please don't worry. I will get it ready for you guys. Probably about internet and scamming, but we have to shape the question better, okay? All right, I'll let you go and enjoy your warm Vietnamese day. In Hiroshima, it's about 20 degrees. Kind of happy with that. So now I can
In
go
Canada,
out.
it's 3 degrees.
Oh my, and that's centigrade or Fahrenheit?
Celsius. Who uses
Celsius, yeah.
Fahrenheit?
So you're just above the freezing point, right?
Yes.
Oh my God, I don't like that weather. Yeah, it's not comfortable for me. All right. So Kitty, thanks so much for helping. Stella, I hope you can work on your math problems. Lucy, great to hear from you. Danielle, Tom, nice work. Min, really good to hear from you. Misa, I wish we could hear more from you. Dot also. Yeah, Misa helped us with the Duolingo comments earlier in the thing. So great work, you guys. Thank you, Catch Up, and thanks, ciao. I will see you guys next week. Okay. Bye-bye. Have a great Sunday.
Goodbye, teacher.
Bye-bye. Take care, man.
Bye.
Bye-bye, Tom.
Goodbye.
His lunch. Bye-bye, Tom.
Bye.
Goodbye.